Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 two-day investment seminar sneak peek. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest's, and it's my pleasure to bring you this event. Hold on a second. I got something going on right here. Hold on. Where is... Good. All right, I had to mute me because I'm handling both YouTube and... Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the 2024 two-day investment seminar. I had to start that all over again. I had two things going on at the same time. So my name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Stock Market Strategist here at VectorVest's. Glad to be here for this sneak peek. And yes, I will be there. I'm glad to be blessed to go and honored to go, and hopefully I get to meet a lot of VV Nation there. If you can hear me, by all means, please respond in the chat with VV Nation and let me know that I am coming across loud and clear on both YouTube and GoToWebinar. All right, let me know so that I can make any changes if I need to, but let me know in the chat if I am coming across loud and clear. That includes you too, YouTube. I know we don't always do YouTube for these, but we are now because this is that important. This is just that important that we want to get it out to all of VV Nation to let you know what we're going to be doing on January 5th and 6th of 2024 in Tampa, Florida. So it looks like on the GoToWebinar side, someone is chatting in. I can see that. And then, hi, Corey. Corey is coming in on the YouTube side. So again, it's that important that we're putting it on both mediums, both platforms, both on GoToWebinar and YouTube. All right, with that, let's get in. This is our flagship seminar. We do it every January, the first week in January of every year for the past, I don't know how many years. And it's the flagship event because we bring people back to understanding what VectorVest is all about. And then we always bring something new to the table, something new to get you excited about the new year that VectorVest has done for you. Because we do the work, you reap the rewards. All right, we do the work, you reap the rewards. Corey says, I can hear you, not many here with me. I know this is our other YouTube channel, Corey, our live channel, not our regular channel. So I didn't expect as many people to be on the YouTube side, but whoever's here is great. We probably have more on the GoToWebinar side than not. All right. So the sneak peek is to give you some insight as to what we're going to talk about at the event. All right. And it all starts with a big mistake. The big mistake that many of us as investors in the market fall deep into the trap of, and that is getting buried by data. If you feel like that has happened to you over the past years, type a 1 in the chat. How many of you have felt the same thing? You just get buried by a whole bunch of data and you don't know exactly what to do. Type a 1 in the room because it is a big problem. It is a big problem that many of us, I've been fortunate enough being with VectorVest now almost 20 years. I've gotten past that. I've gotten past that problem because I have the power of VectorVest in my possession. So what do we do with all of that? You know, you look at so many indicators, and it's amazing with how many indicators we have in the VectorVest system. A lot of people say, you need to have this, you need to have that, you need to have this. I think that we have a perfect allocation of the right amount of data that turns into useful information. So what is the fix if you don't want to get buried by all of the data? You got to have a simple plan to make money. The simple plan consists of 3 things, and people can relate to 3s, right? 1, 2, 3. You need to know when to buy, what to buy, and when to sell. That's the fix. And as simple as it sounds, it's not very easy for all of us to effectively, consistently do those things. But at VectorVest, if you follow what we do, we walk you through a lot of different things. We got a lot of information, a lot of videos, so much training to help you to put those three things into action, knowing when to buy, what to buy, and when to sell. And it's easy as 1, 2, 3. First thing, know when it's the right time to buy stocks. And we all get caught up in, man, this stock is rocking and rolling. Is it the right time to buy? And just because a stock is a buy recommendation doesn't always mean it's the right time to buy. So you need to know the right time to buy stocks. And how do you do that? By market timing. We time the market. And for those of you who may be new, for the first time hearing that we time the market, we don't prognosticate, we don't predict, we don't guess at what the market is going to do. We follow the trend of the market and we keep our subscribers on the right side of the trend. How about protecting on a confirmed down call? On a confirmed down call, the market, if you haven't already started taking profits or getting out of stocks, that's your last line in the sand when you should be getting out of the market, because look at what happens most times during confirmed down calls. It is the slowest, most conservative timing signal we have, and it serves you well to utilize that, to get out when the market says, get out. But we also get you in after the market has stopped falling and starts rising. We look for signals like the confirmed green lights. When you get a green light after the low, that's a great time to get in. Look at that run up. Just like the confirmed call can signal a big down in the market, a green light will give you a good opportunity to get in and make money, knowing when to buy. Market timing. Timing is everything. Looking at indicators on relative timing, our short-term price indicator. Looking at what's going on, and this is the kicker. This is the green light. Okay, this is the green light RT kicker. Moving averages on RT gives you more insight. It gives you more confirmation when the market's moving up. And then when they cross below, it gives you a great opportunity to get out. It is one of the most popular market timing signals that we have, and it will fit just about everyone that's in this room. No matter what kind of investor you are, but a green light, a little faster than the confirmed calls, but it gives you some credence behind. Here's a green light, here's a signal, here's a yellow light, no green or red, and look at that. Back and forth, but timing is everything. Number 2, finding the best stocks for you. The key word here is for you. Well, the key one word is you, because everybody invests in the market differently. Corey here on YouTube may buy different types of stocks based on the way he invests in the market. But when I look at Arthur over on GoToWebinar, he may invest a little differently than I do. So everybody, depending on how you invest in the market, will find the stocks that are truly right for you. It is not a black box system. Everybody go buy this stock. Everybody go sell this stock. We have means to find the best stocks for you. And a lot of it is good portfolio management starts with buying the right stocks. That came from Dr. DeLito's Green Book, Stock Strategies and Common Sense, on page 59. Buying the right stocks. So how do you know where you fit? Well, we have categories depending on how you think you fit in the market. And we have indicators like relative value and relative safety, which will help to put you into one of these boxes. Now, just because you're in one of these boxes doesn't mean that your whole portfolio needs to be that way. I'm going to go back to Corey. Corey may have the majority of his portfolio in conservative or prudent. Doesn't mean he can't buy aggressive or speculative stocks. But when you're categorizing yourself, well, speculative. Speculative looks at relative value below 1, which is a stock's upside potential, and relative safety below 1, which is consistency and predictability of financial performance. A speculative investor throws caution to the wind. It's all about making those big home run hits. And Dr. DeLito likes to look at building a portfolio based on a baseball team. On a baseball team, you got your heavy hitters, you got your people that hit for average, you got the people who steal bases, you've got the people who just all over the place. They either they do really good or they do really bad. Well, that's probably your speculative guy. Your aggressive guy is the guy that steals all of the bases. He's got a relative value. He's got upside potential greater than 1, but he's got safety lower than 1. He's more of a riskier person. And then you got the people that hit for average consistently. Those are your prudent payers. They've got upside potential greater than 1 and relative safety greater than 1. This is what we call the best of both worlds. And look at the equity curves on these different types of investors. Speculative is going to probably ensure a lot more losers than winners, but you're looking for that one big winner that makes a difference. Well, you don't play that guy all the time. There's not a lot of them on your team. The aggressive, the fast people, maybe you've got 1 or 2 on your team that way. The prudent people, though, the people who hit for average, man, you want to have a baseball team that's got a lot of prudent players on it. And then you got your slow, steady people that hit a lot of singles, maybe a double a time or 2, but they consistently get on base. That's your conservative people. They've got a relative value below 1, but they're safe people, relative safety above 1. I got to have a couple of people who can consistently get on base. So when I manage my portfolio by way of looking at the right stocks for me, my portfolio should have a mixture of these kinds of stocks. Many of you, though, may have more prudent stocks in your portfolio, a couple of conservative stocks that pay a dividend, 1 or 2 aggressive stocks to make some money in, and maybe only 1 speculative stock that you're going to play. That should comprise your whole portfolio. But again, the majority of it being in the best of both worlds. All right. And based upon where you stand here is depending on how much risk to reward you're willing to take. We're not going to get deep into that, but needed you to know when you build a portfolio, finding the right stocks for you, stocks tend to fall in these 4 different groups. If you're more prudent, then you need to have more prudent stocks in your portfolio. If you definitely are more aggressive, you should still have more stocks in your prudent, but you'll be taking advantage of a couple of more aggressive stocks than other people. Corey says, over the past year, VectorVest had helped me understand what kind of trader I am. People on GoToWebinar, anybody else want to chime in on that with VectorVest? Has VectorVest helped you understand the type of investor you are so that you can buy the right stocks for you? Type a yes or no in the room, especially on my GoToWebinar side. Has VectorVest really helped to find and fine-tune where you stand to help you to find, because that's step number 1. Step number 2 is finding the right stocks. Step number 1 is knowing when to buy. Jeffrey says, yes, but learning. Absolutely. It is a process. And VectorVest, and that's why we have this flagship event to get you guys into the right mindset of knowing where to be. Fred says, getting there. Excellent. Excellent. All right, now from here and understanding the right stocks for you, how about finding the right stocks using the NPI or the near perfect indicator? We're going to talk a lot about that at the Tampa 2-Day. I like to use the idea of trigger and trend. Put them both together. Look at that. It's like the Brady Bunch, until the one day when the lady met this fellow and they knew it was much more than a hunch, that the NPI would somehow come together. And that's how you can find a stock that makes a bunch, that makes a bunch, that makes a bunch. Decker, that's a great combination of the NPI to help you to look at that. Beautiful. Next stock, Harmony Gold, in and out at the right times. Trigger, trend, trend, trend. And notice that the trend never went away. This is called patience. This is called discipline. We never got a trigger out. We never lost trend. It pays dividends. Having a system like this will put you in the right mindset to find the right stocks for you. And the NPI is definitely a great tool, a great technique to help you to find the right stocks. I had to take a sip of my Cafe Bustelo. You know me and Cafe Bustelo, baby. Woo-wee! All right. And then came the Partridge Family, says Kirby. Yeah, hi, Kirby. Well, that's the whole none. I don't, I didn't even come up with a song for that, so I can't even go to Kirby. I can't even go to Partridge Family. All right, number 3. And this is big. This is really big. So number 1 is knowing when to buy stocks. Number 2 is understanding the type of investor you are to help you to find the stocks. How many people think that the hardest thing to do is to sell positions? Type a 1 in the room. All right. How many of you feel that the toughest thing to do in investing is to sell your stocks at the right time? Type of 1 in the room. Because for me, for the longest time, this right here, friends, was the toughest thing for me to do, was to manage my portfolio. There was plenty of times, and I did it recently with a stock. I was up 95% on the stock. And you know what happened? I got greedy. I stopped following the rules. And I got greedy, and I got hurt. That's why right here, understanding how to manage your portfolio is so important. We're going to talk about that. Guidelines to building a portfolio. So the portfolio is knowing when to buy, using market timing, what to buy, understanding the stocks that fit for you. All of those things go into your portfolio. But now once you've built it, you've got to manage it. Use a dollar-weighted system. Yes, you find that stock that goes up 1 trillion billion percent and you jump on board. And then if the stock continues to go up, you look like a genius. And you put all your money into that one stock. Once that stock goes down and goes down precipitously, that is the way you blow up a portfolio. How many of you have ever blown up a portfolio? Type a yes or a no. How many of you have ever blown up a portfolio? Type a yes or a no. I've done it. I ain't going to lie to you. I've done it. But that's why you use a dollar-weighted system. So that way you only use in a specific portion of your portfolio in each and every position. So if one position gets hit, it doesn't blow up your portfolio. Use a dollar-weighted position system, putting an equal amount of money into each position. Hold 10 to 20 stocks. Why is that? That is for the purposes of diversification. Now, many of you may not want to hold or manage 10 to 20 stocks. That's fine. That's up to you. But for being well diversified, that is an ideal number. That's an ideal number. If you've got a lot of money in the market, you'd rather hold 10 to 20 stocks. If you don't have nearly as much money in the market, I would look at somewhere between 5 to 10 stocks, but still being dollar weighted. Consider industry diversification. That goes back to not putting all your ducks in the same basket, all your eggs in the same basket, but keeping your ducks in a row. All right? Look at different industries. Find what stocks are moving the most in an industry. And that way, as that industry starts to fade, take your profits on that stock in that industry. If you've got a lot of stocks in the same industry, I'm a big believer in AI right now, but I'm not going to put all my money there. Because as AI goes up, it's great. When AI goes down and I got 6 stocks in the AI space, then I'm going to hurt myself. If you don't want to do that, then I would always consider looking at an ETF that plays that industry. That way I now only have one position playing that whole industry. That is also very smart on your part. Okay? With that, simple and effective portfolio management. So we talked about dollar weighting, how many positions, looking at industries, but simple is what we all need when it comes down to investing in the stock market. We can make our investing as difficult as we want it to be. But a lot of times that hurts us. And a lot of times I see a lot of you guys move away from the fundamentals that VectorVest teaches. Because you like this or you like that and you start adding a lot. You know, your trading system should only have those 3 things, knowing when to buy, what to buy, and when to sell. That should be your trading system. Does everybody have a written out trading system? Yes or no? Does everybody written, not in your head, not in your mind, not floating in the air? Does everybody in this room have a written out trading plan? And if the answer is no, you need to, and base it off of those 3 things. So simple and effective portfolio management. Follow a market timing signal to stay in the right side of the major market moves. Major market moves. That's what market timing is all about. Jeffrey says no, needs updating. Excellent answer. That's an excellent, honest answer. But simple and effective portfolio management, follow a market timing signal. What else do you need to do? This is huge. Never risk more than 1 to 2% in any position. Look at that. 1 to 2% in any position. You know what that allows you to do? That allows you to have more losers than winners and still stay ahead of the game. I've done that. I've had more stocks go against me than go for me. But the stocks that went for me blew the ones that went against me out the water because I limited to 1 to 2% in any single possession. That saves your bacon a lot of times than not. What else? Use stop losses. Everyone in the room should know when you're going to get out of a stock. When you place the trade, you should already know when you're going to get out of the stock. But if you don't, there's a couple of things that you can always keep in mind. From a simple standpoint, VectorVest has a stop price on every stock in the database. If you don't know anything else about how to place a stop, you can use that as gospel or guide. Every stock has its own personal stop price. Use it. All right? Or use, a lot of people who are tech savvy, use a 10% trailing, use a gain loss, there's a lot of different ways to get out of a stock, which I think is personal too. Just like it's personal depending on trying to find the right stock for you, stop losses are personal too. All right? Stop losses, because everybody's tolerance for pain is different. Everybody's tolerance for pain is different. So you've got to use a stop that's, I'm not going to lose more than 10% on any position. Well, you can still make sure that it's no more than 1%, 1 or 2% of any single position for the whole portfolio. That 2% on any position reflects the portfolio. All right. Simple and effective portfolio management. If you can manage your portfolio just like that, you can have an equity curve that looks like this. That, yes, goes down, but following the knowing when to buy, what to buy, and when to sell, look at that equity curve. That's what you want to be able to do. And if you use your trading plan, you use the simple methods for managing your portfolio, you can, and this is real world. If I showed you a portfolio that just went up with no pullbacks, you would be like, you're crazy. Yeah, I would be, right? This falls. It's got a drawdown. But if you stick to the process and stick to the plan, look at how you overcame that pullback. See that? All right. And then also, you're going to learn how to be able to effectively do that at Tampa 2-Day. And then we're going to show you something new, a new simple way to trade ETFs. I love this because I think ETFs put you at a lot less risk. You can trade a whole industry or a whole sector with one ticker symbol in an ETF. We're going to show you how to do that and have an equity curve that looks like this. That's going to be a big topic of conversation at the Tampa 2-Day. You want to be able to see that? We're going to show it to you. Remember I said in the beginning, every year we bring something new to the table. This is something new to the table. We've got a couple of brand new things that we're bringing to Tampa, whether you're going to be there in person or you're going to be there by way of live stream. We're going to bring some new, we're going to bring it. We're going to bring the heat. So you want to attend. You want to attend. Now let's start to talk a little bit about our groups, our training groups. And the reason why this is so important is because a lot of people like to be spoon-fed. There's no getting around it. There's a lot of people who want to know what to do and when to do it, no matter how much information we give you. And you know something? We said, fine. We've created coaching groups that you can partake in. You want your hands held? We will hold your hands. I don't know anybody else that's out there that sells a subscription-based software who will actually hold your hand. And that's what our coaching groups are all about. The ultimate retirement solution, whether you're retired now or soon to be retired or way off of retirement, The ultimate retirement solution will put you in the best space you can be financially so that when it comes time to retire, you're good to go. If you're already retired and you still need to generate income, the ultimate retirement solution is for you. That coaching group encompasses every coaching group we have, whether it's the successful investor, the retirement, the options, all of it. The ultimate retirement solution. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's the most expensive coaching group. But when you're looking at your financial freedom, can you, and I want you to answer this question honestly. Can you honestly put a price on attaining financial freedom? If you want to answer it, you can. If you don't want to, that was a thought-provoking question. Can you put a price on getting to where you want to be for financial freedom? Again, if you want to answer it in the chat, do so. If not, then rock and roll. You don't need to. It is more of a thought-provoking. And I make sure that you understand that that's the most expensive group. But it covers a whole heck of a lot. All right. John says, internet was down till, we're going to send you the link. We'll send you the link to the recording, John. We got you. It is so important. I have worked at it for so many years. And Jeffrey, that was fun to go to webinar. Jeffrey, these are the things that our coaching groups provide for you. I don't think that everybody understands how important our coaching groups really are. You have an opportunity to take advantage of it in the Tampa 2-day. How about Ron Wheeler's talking about, Ron and Jim talking about options to generate income and supercharge portfolios. You're going to find that in the retirement coaching group, and you will find it in Ron Wheeler's group. Options to generate income and supercharge profits. Ron is going to have an actual options live presentation during the event. So it all comes down to this, from a coaching group perspective, it starts with Todd and the successful investor. I think that everybody who's in here, if you take advantage, if you're not a subscriber to the VectorVest's software, you should. But if you are a subscriber to the VectorVest's software, that's the first group that I think everybody in this room, if you've never done it, you need to do it, and you need to take advantage of it in Tampa. We're going to give special discounts on it. But you want to be a successful investor, that's the first step. After that, we've got Jim in the retirement. We've got swing trading with Jerry and Steve. And then we got the ultimate retirement solution. We've got 4 different coaching groups that will hold your hand, depending on what you want to do. So the all-new VectorVest 2-day investment seminar will be at the Tampa Airport Marriott, January 5th through 6th. 2024, and let's go over what we're going to go talk about. We'll have the welcome. I believe I'm doing the first talk, unlocking the secrets to stock analysis. You know how important that is too? Remember we talked about finding the right stocks for you? The best way to find the stocks for you is knowing what type of investor you are and analyzing those stocks to see if they fit what you're trying to do. Then we'll have a break. The art of buying low and selling high. This is the second new thing. Triple fixed income performance. A lot of people were going out of the market because the banks were being able, because of interest rates, to offer higher rates on money saved. We're going to show you how to triple fixed income performance. It's a 3-step approach. Ooh-wee! We can blow the banks out the water easily with VectorVest. We're going to have a served lunch in the afternoon of the 5th, finding the right stocks, break, how to build and manage a retirement portfolio, situational investing. We actually have a cocktail reception. Oh, yeah. Going to take off our ties and let my hair down. We're going to have fun. And then we have a special presentation, and that will conclude day 1. Day 2, then we get into the nitty-gritty of swing trading. Swing trading, surfing the waves, leveraging swing trades, the near perfect indicator. It's going to be a lot for the technical people. You want to take your investing to the next level with technicals? This is the way to go. We'll have a serve lunch again on the second day, and we'll end up Options Paycheck Live. For those of you who have never seen the Options Paycheck, Ron is going to do live Options Paycheck. That's going to be hot. The path to outperforming fixed income investments, and then we'll leave, and that'll be that. Now, it's decision time for everybody in the room. Okay, it's decision time. Looks like this is recorded as nobody is answering. No, it's not recorded. What is the total cost of VectorVest? All of that, we've got all the way from the successful investor, believe it's like $11.95, something along those lines. And then it all depends on what you're trying to do. The basic system on a real-time basis, like I said, is like $11.95. We have an intraday system. We've got an end-of-day system, a little less. But I am, for the mindset of many of the people that are in the room, I think that everyone should jump on board with the successful investor, which is the same price as real-time. If you're going to take a real-time annual subscription, it's a no-brainer to take the successful investor. You get the real-time with the coaching. You get the real-time and the coaching. So Harish, this is not recorded. This is real. This is live. This is not Memorex. I just didn't see your question. All right? I didn't see your question. So $11.95, $12.95, something like that. All right? But you get real time and you get the coaching. You get real time and you get the coaching. So the decision is, do you want to do this alone? Do you want to do this all by yourself? And if you do, then thank you for coming to the webcast. Do you want to do it fast? And just go without any coaching, without anything? Again, thank you for coming to the webcast. This is something that Abraham Lincoln said. When it comes down to cutting down a tree, if I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe so that he can cut him down faster in the last 2 hours with a sharper axe. The same kind of scenario happens with VectorVest. Do you want to spend all your time just trying to hack at what to do, or do you want to have the sharpest tools in your toolbox to get to it more accurately? All right, so with that being said, you can order now and save $400. In person is $195. We still have space for in person. It's moving fast. We ain't got much room left. If you want to come in person and meet some of us live and in person, go to www.vectorvest.com/Tampa. But we are running out of seats. So I don't know how big the room holds. Kirby, how many people does the room hold? Do you remember? I don't remember how many people the room holds, but we're getting close to that number. I know I know how many, we're getting close to that number. So if you do want to go in person, www.vectorvest.com/Tampa. As a matter of fact, can I chat that in for GoToWebinar? I can. www.vectorvest.com/Tampa. There you go for the people on, and then for the people in YouTube, www.vectorvest.com/Tampa. I think I just typed. Where the heck did that just go? Did it just not go? Oh, there it is. All right, there's the link for Tampa for both of you guys. All right. Now, if you can't go, and it's $195, it's normally $595. I thought it was $495. $500, whatever it is, you're saving $400. Okay. If you can't make it but still want to take advantage of our flagship seminar, you can attend online. Go to www.vectorvest.com/stream. I'll type it in the chat again. www.vectorvest.com/stream. And I'll type it in for the YouTube people. www.vectorvest.com/stream. You guys now have the links to either go in person or view from home. We've got a lot of people signed up for the stream. A lot. So is the video stream free? Ravinda? Yes, it is. Ravinda, are you not looking at the stream? Video stream is free. Video stream is free. There you go, Ravinda. All right. Registered to stream, says Harish. Excellent. Glad to hear that. Did anybody else register while we were here today? Did anybody else register? Just type the word register if you've registered. Jeffrey said he registered earlier today. Excellent. Excellent. But again, these are the two ways that you can attend. In person, $195. And the video stream is www.vectorvest.com/stream. That's it. Folks, if you're looking to make 2024 your best year ever, this is what it's all about. We're going to take you through the 3 things that you need to know as an investor. Knowing when to buy, what to buy, when to sell. For those of you a little bit more aggressive, we'll get into options, we'll get into swing trades, we'll show you techniques. For those of you who are just looking for new ways to be able to effectively make money in the market, we're going to show you how to triple fixed income, and we're going to show you an ETF strategy. Folks, we got a lot. We're bringing a lot to the table. I just want you to be there, and that's it. That's it. Corey says, registered as soon as I heard the dates. My calendar is blacked out. Way to go, Corey. That's what I love to hear. When is the ETF being discussed? Alan, I just talked. Oops. Hold on. Let's go back. Let's go see. Arts of buying. Let's go to the next one. Situational investing, special presentation. I think that's when the ETF presentation will be, at the special presentation, because the triple leverage has got its own time slot. So the special presentation on day 1 after the cocktail reception will be the ETF strategy. Thank you for the information on the webinar. I will log on to the live stream. Way to go. All right, so there we go, Alan. All right, with that, folks, I told you everything I needed to tell you. I did. I told you everything I needed to tell you. Thank you very much for being here, listening to me, and because I talk a lot. That's what I do. So I want to say thank you for showing up. The links are in the chat for you. Take advantage of them. We'd love to see you. All right, that's what it comes down to. We'd love to see you. All right, with that, folks, until the next time I see you,